Welcome to Two Fans in the Stands. I'm CJ,
I'm Tony.
and welcome to our first installment of What If Wednesday. And as the title says, what if? We're going to dive into some decisions that the Panthers made past and some decisions that we hope they make in the future, and kind of dig into what would have happened if they would have made these certain decisions. Okay,
Right.
gonna get right into it. Today's topic is, what if the Panthers would have kept Stephon Gilmore and Hassan Reddick, and they would have been on our team for this past 2022-23 season? Okay.
Okay.
And I'm looking at it purely from Hassan Reddick numbers. Okay. Hassan Reddick put up more numbers in the NFC title game, than Yatir Gross Matos put up the entire season. Okay. The
Facts.
entire season. Now, mind you, Philly has a whole, a lot better defense than we have this year. And he put up 19 and a half sacks. But just think if we could have got half of that production or a little bit more than half, opposite Brian Burns, what our
Or match the
defense may
same
have been.
production that he had before.
Yes,
Right.
what our defense would have looked like if that was the case. So that's example of what if. All right.
Right.
Stephon Gilmore. Okay. What if JC Horn had had a savvy veteran with him on the other side of the ball? Okay. JC Horn, up and coming cornerback, good cornerback. Don't too many people throw to him a whole lot during the games. And
Right.
that was very evident in one game in particular. I'll bring up the Pittsburgh game, because
Right.
they started off throwing the ball to Pickens. Okay.
Right. Right.
So he caught a few. They switched Horn over to him. You didn't hear from Horn you hear from Pickens for the rest of the game, to be honest with you.
No,
And
you didn't.
then Deontay Johnson just took over. And whoever was on him, I mean, for I
Had
say
a
about
bad day.
90% of the plays, yeah, they had a bad day. And I mean, he was just catching everything thrown to him, and he was killing us on third down. And
Yes, he
another
was.
game that's probably burned in the Panther fans' memory was the last Tampa Bay game, where you had Mike Evans, who she basically won the game by himself. I mean, we
Yeah.
gave up the same play to him on 3 different drives, the exact same play. And I'm not saying that would have been the end all be all. It would have never happened. But what if Gilmore would have been on the other side of the ball, especially in that game where we were missing JC Horn?
I think the
Because
outcome would have been different.
yeah, we were missing our top cornerback that game, and we were relying on CJ Henderson and Keith Taylor.
Right.
So just say that JC Horn still gets hurt in the Detroit game, and then we go to the Tampa Bay game, but you still got a veteran in Stephon Gilmore there to kind of hold the fort down.
Right.
So who knows? And as the topic says, what if? Okay. Yeah, this it what if?
Right.
That's all this is about. So Tony, what were your thoughts on it?
Basically, the same. I was when talking about Hassan Reddick. What if the Panthers would have re-signed him, gave him the opportunity to go into the offseason, like he mentioned in the postseason conference,
Mm-hmm.
and was saying, "Yeah, I know I need to add a little more weight. That's the plan." And then I'm gonna come back and I'm just paraphrasing here, but
Mm-hmm.
come back and wreak havoc.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn my weaknesses into a strength, which at the
Mm-hmm.
time his only weaknesses was stopping the run.
Yeah.
So when you look at how this season played out, and the idea was G2 Gross Matos being a bigger defensive end, and he was
Mm-hmm.
gonna stand up a little better against the run,
Yeah.
but we lost all that production on the pass rush side. So
Mm-hmm.
what if we could have re-signed Hassan Reddick and he added that weight like he said he was going to, and that he
Yes.
needed to, and match that same energy that him and Brian Burns had the
Mm-hmm.
year before. Do we think there's a strong possibility that the outcome of this season from the defensive ends would have been different?
Yep.
But we won't know because he didn't come back.
Yep.
But if he would have 19 and a half sacks, including the playoffs, if even if we just got the same amount of sacks that he had when he was here, which I think was
Mm-hmm.
12 and a half
Yeah.
sacks, man, that's
What?
that's game changing stats. Those are
Yeah.
game changing numbers. So yeah,
What if?
that's the biggest thing that always sticks in my mind. Is like, what if they could have re-signed him? He put on that
Mm-hmm.
little extra weight, got stronger against the run. That dynamic duo that we witnessed the first season, him and Brian Burns together, I
Mm-hmm.
think, in my opinion, would have been even better this past year.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. What you think about Gilmore?
Let me woosah for a minute, cause I gotta. I don't want. I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole, Lord
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. I'm not gonna do it. But here's what I would say: having Stephon Gilmore would have given you a veteran presence that was
Mm-hmm.
sorely needed and missed.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think his added value would have been more about being a veteran presence in
Mm-hmm.
the DB room than just about his production. I think
Yeah.
his technique, the way that he sees the game, the way that he dissect plays, things of that nature, could have been a
Invaluable.
great right. It could have been invaluable to us as a defensive back room. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's my whole thing with Stephon Gilmore. I never understood why they wasted a pick to trade to go
Bringing
get
them
him
here.
and
Yep.
not keeping him here. He's from
Yeah.
here. He lives here. His wife was crazy about, being back home, staying
Mm-hmm.
home, this and that.
Yeah.
I guess I'm thinking he was kind of looking at this as uh with being able to come home and to play a few more years and retire. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I would just have loved to
Yeah.
seen it. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely would have loved to seen it. I think we as fans got cheated out of the opportunity of watching him play a full season and representing his
Yeah.
hometown. Just in that short amount of time that he did play, we saw what kind of player he could be. But then again, somebody dropped the ball. I'm not gonna name no names. I'm not making no accusation, no accusations. I mean,
Yeah.
but the ball was dropped on that one as well. So,
Big time.
but hey, like you said, what if?
What if? Yeah.
So my whole point is, if we could have kept him, we would have been better off.
And I
That, that
agree.
that's my whole thought on that.
I agree. And Panther Nation, that'll wrap it up for this episode of What If Wednesdays. What I need everybody to do, if you're watching this video, please leave us a comment and let us know what kind of situations, topics, signings, things that the Panthers did and didn't do that you would like for us to talk about on future episodes of What If Wednesday. It would be greatly appreciated. We're on our way trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel to help us out a great deal. And as always, Panther Nation, keep pounding.